Alright, we are going to try and do some crazy stuff. We want to use this camera over here, which will capture a picture of all of this. So we need to install OBS Studio over here. Alright, we need the... I'm going to download the vertical plugin just for the hell of it. We don't do live streams anymore on this channel because that doesn't work for the channel. We've decided that, we just don't want to see your streams anymore. So YouTube has spoken. We're going to do something different because I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And I was doing really well with the live streams. I mean, really well, but not anymore. So we're doing different content. Also, a lot of stuff suggests that the less published, less polished, just more down-to-earth content is trending. But if that's the case, my channel should be like really blowing up, because I definitely don't do any editing. Anyway, let's get this thing open here. We get the OBS installer and OBS 31.03. We'll install OBS and then we'll install the vertical plugin. In the future, if I decide to go live, I will do it vertically, or maybe not. One thing that's good about the vertical plugin is that, like, if I'm streaming over here with my radio, I can capture the ham clock, radio, and all of that. Horizontally doesn't really capture it as easily. Alright, finish. We're just going to close it. And then we'll do the vertical canvas. Now, for the hell of it, I'll show you how to do all this stuff. If you have a channel and you don't have a lot of subscribers and you want to try and gain a bunch of subscribers, this might work for you. I did get 2,000 subscribers in the month of October, and I ran it into the ground. I did a live stream almost every night, sometimes multiple times, and sometimes getting 20,000 views. And I would take a break and it would start to work again, and then eventually it just didn't work. But if you have a small channel and you're trying to blow up your channel, this could work for you. And you need to figure out how to do this, because you won't show up in the YouTube's short feed if you stream horizontally, which most people prefer. But there's a reason that the vertical stream is actually better, because it allows people to stream as if they're streaming from their mobile device. And then you can see like the comments down below and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and launch OBS. And we see we now have the vertical over here. So you really don't need to do a lot of the stuff that a lot of these people tell you. But what we're going to do, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, I got a camera hooked up. Okay, we're good on that. All right, cowboy hat, check. All right. Because if I'm going to be on camera, I got to be looking good. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's see. So, vertical scenes, you don't need to do anything with any of these, but you do need to go into the sources. So, let's do the vertical first. There's also a way to stream both, but let's just go with vertical. We're not even going to worry about the other one. So, down here where it says vertical sources, click that. Don't mind the radio. You can do the display capture, which ends up being really crazy looking. If you want to share your display, I like to do that. And I usually put it halfway on one part of the screen. So click new. So this way, if you were talking about something like, maybe like I talk about radios on Amazon that I want to buy or that I recommend, and so I can do the screen capture. So over here, it will ask you to select your display. And then once you do that, boom, you're going to get a never-ending tunnel of that. Click OK. and it's putting it in our vertical. We move this over here to where do we want it. So like OBS is centered. If you want the whole thing in there, you'll have to shrink this down. That's the whole thing. Okay. See that? Okay, now let's come in here like this and add a video source. Now, if you're going to use a microphone, you're going to also add an audio source, which will be audio input capture. Okay. Right now, this thing is picking up audio. Before I even click on this, you can see that it's picking up audio. And I don't know, actually, to be honest with you guys, where it's coming from. It's probably the webcam, and it probably just automatically did that. Okay, so you go to, where is it? Video capture device. Come on over to new, click that. So there we are. HD webcam. And this is just a cheap, really crappy webcam that I found at the thrift store. And if you have multiple things on here, you can do different things. You can also, if you don't want to use the microphone on the webcam, which is probably pretty piss poor, you can come in here and usually you can disable it. I'm not seeing anything else to disable it. Okay, so now we would take like ourself over here. We're behind all the radio stuff. I'm holding up my film. I'm holding up my phone. Filming. Okay, I can shrink myself down whatever I want. I can say, oh, let's just put ourselves right here. Okay, and then where we just go like this. You can do it however you want. Let's drag it out a little further. So it's capturing everything that I'm doing. You can see I'm holding my phone up. And there is a fly in here, and I almost just about smacked it. All right. So now once we do that, you basically need to go into your YouTube, which I don't have set up on this computer. And you would go in and create in YouTube Studio a live stream and copy the stream key. And you'll come into here. You'll place the stream key over here. You need to be into this one for vertical, and you click streaming. And you need to make sure to see which one you're using. Make sure you're on YouTube. And there's a couple different ones, but RTMPS is the correct one to use. Any of these should work. I would avoid the backup one. Probably use this one here. Your key goes in here. Click OK. And once you have the other thing going in Studio, it's going to be waiting for you. So you would click Start Virtual Camera right here. And then, for some reason, you need to click this. Now, we're going to get an error because we don't have YouTube running. So if you get this message, you haven't done it right. Okay? So, we'll close this out. If I had everything set up on here, I could do it, but I'm trying to not create any streams, and I'm on a fresh copy of Windows 10 Enterprise. But what I want to do is just be able to have this computer film me, and as you can see, we have that nice little background of the radio stuff. It's kind of hard to see. Let me blow this up. Now, if you want to do a horizontal stream, then you just add your horizontal sources exactly the same way. Now, if you want to mute the audio, just click this here, and you can still see it moving, but it's muted, okay? And that's about it for that. So the desktop audio will capture, the picture will capture, you'll be good to go. And other than that, there's not a lot to it. You just got to get that stream key correct. So, anyway, we'll play around with this, and thank you guys for watching. I'm messing with a whole bunch of different stuff, so we'll catch you later.